in. And got to do this over here. Spotlight. Bingo. And I think we're golden. And I see it. Okay, cool. All right. And we are live. We're golden. So awesome. Awesome. Sorry, guys. We're just about a minute late here, getting things prepared, set up. So today is March 26, 2024, Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, our weekly coherence meditation. So everybody over in YouTube and Facebook, we do restream over there. We hold our live Zoom sessions over here. You are more than welcome to join us over here. Doesn't mean you have to share your video or anything. You just come here being with your being and presence and join everybody else here. So we do restream over there to Facebook and YouTube. We hold these coherence meditations every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Our main YouTube channel is over at Cosmic Gaia Community. Over there, you can also find our weekly recordings in case you do miss any. And if you are like a lot of people, you're probably like, hey, I'm awake. Now what? Right? I got to plug that. I got to plug that, Seth. So, but if you're awake, now you're like wondering what, come on over here. Join some like-minded community people over here at Cosmic Gaia Community and the I'm Awake Now What group. And we would love to have you over here. Please do subscribe, share, share this along with your to your families and family and friends who you think will benefit from these. And let's see, last week's title we had a title of Wings of Unity, but this week we have a title of Journey to Self-Awareness. I'll let Seth get into that. And we welcome everyone. Thank you for joining again this Tuesday. So off to you, Seth.
Thank you, Greg. As always, hello to everybody. So before we get into this, I would like to just say and ask you guys for prayers if you want to. I have a really close friend whose mother just died. And I actually knew his mother before him. She introduced me to him. And she is somebody who it was actually a great inspiration for me and these small businesses that I started up here in the state of Maine. And so she passed away, and the family's obviously upset. So I just ask that maybe we take a moment of silence, and not just for him and his family, but if there's anybody you're grieving or anybody that you are concerned about because they have extreme health challenges, let's just quietly go within for a minute and send those people our love. We have the ability to choose how we want to feel, and we can take that energy and envision it so strong that it eventually becomes our reality, because it already is our reality. Let those you love and care about really send your love to them. Thank you, everybody. We'll be doing more. We've done some on grief, I think a couple times, right, Greg? We've done them.
On
I know that.
grief, I
Yeah,
think we have like a little lag in between. Has been a little while.
it's been a while. All right, so tonight is always one of my favorite topics because as we all know, and as we always talk about here, there is a profound innate intelligence in all of us. Causes the heart to beat, allows us to be able to think that we're the person who we believe ourselves to be. It involuntarily works with countless systems of the body that even the best science can't figure that out. And this is us. This is our life force. This is a part of us that is more real than anything we think or do or say. That's the core foundation reality, whether you call it God, whatever you decide, what it is to you. When you focus on that and you feel it, you amplify it. And that's so important because we live in a world where everybody's just so stuck, like right in the prefrontal cortex, you know? This is who I am. This is what's happened to me. This is who I am. This is what's happened to me. And without even realizing it, we spend so much time building a mental and emotional prison of our own creation. And we just think it's normal. We just accept it as who we are and what we are. And we're making it normal. Is it normal compared to this intelligent, innate intelligence of our being? If it wasn't for this energy, we wouldn't be here right now. I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be gone. Same thing with everybody else. So when we're in our head and we're building this prison of mental and emotional torment and continuously revisit it and reinforce the neurosynaptic walls of our prison world, we get so stuck at doing that that we get cut off from the rest of our body. We're up here in our head so much, and the rest of our body, yeah, obviously there's life force in it, and obviously it's there and it's working. But what it feels like to get out of your head, to trust the life force that's already there, and be so present with this life force that's everywhere in and around our body. It is there. And the more we condition ourselves, the more we train ourselves, just like we unconsciously trained ourselves to be stuck in a prison of our own making, we can use the same formula that created all those prison walls to set ourselves free, to be so conscious of consciousness that not only are you in the front of your head, but you're everywhere. You're all through your body. You can see from your little pinky on your toe. You can be so present in your body from a macroscopic level, meaning all your organs and glands and tissues, everything that's around you, your energy field, you can see and feel and connect with that reality as it gets stronger and stronger because it is energy. And when we do focus on it, it wants to become stronger and help us because when we give what we really are attention, it gives us attention back. And that's the marriage, that's the relationship that is the most important. Kind of a crude example, but it'll work. When you think, like, if you have a sexual thought or a sexual fantasy of somebody, what happens? I haven't done this for a long time personally. I don't want to. But I love doing what happens because what does happen? Think about somebody, you feel them or whatever. It can be somebody you love and care about, you know, partner, life partner, whatever. When you think about that person, all of the energy and blood and everything in your system goes into your genitals. And again, I apologize if this is too crude, but it gives a really important point because by thought or by feeling alone, the energy of your body goes into that part of your body and gets it ready just by thought. Your lover, your partner might not even be there, but you're thinking about that person in that way, and it causes your body to mobilize and get ready to take action. So I say that because everybody here will understand that. If we can think and feel our body doing something like that in this first chakra or pelvic floor or whatever you want to call the dantian, the lower root of our system, if we can do that, everybody can do it for the most part. We can do that. And we realize what's happening. We're thinking and feeling a certain way, and it's having a biological effect in our body. Then what is to say that we can't do that anywhere else in our body? I played around with this a lot. And when you feel sick or when you feel afraid or when you're all the different complex experiential energies that we all have and we all share, when you get into that calm space, you focus on feeling the pulse of your heart, which is the life force energy that's causing that to happen. Same thing, it causes the sexual energy to happen. But when you get really good at feeling that and learning and remembering and knowing how much of an instrumental role you play in this, then you can take your energy, you can amplify it on anything in your body and you can move through it. Anybody have any questions? So here's the thing about this that makes it exciting, and then we're going to start. When you get out of your head and you feel your heartbeat, your pulse all through your body, and you create a habit of doing that and getting really good at it, you feel like you're not in that self-made prison. Feel like you've broken out of the prison. And yeah, you're still here in your head, but you're also in your throat. You're also in your chest, your heart. You can be everywhere all at once in every part of your body from a macroscopic level to a microscopic level. And when you do that and you create a habit of it and you get really good at it, you'll know when you're not doing it. Because to be in tune with what you are, with what we all are, to reconnect with what has always been there that we have temporarily forgotten, that is joy. That is power. And it has the potential to feel like ecstatic bliss because that is the creative nature of reality. Yeah, we use it to have children, we use it for pleasure, but more than that, it is what creates everything. And when we begin to harness that energy and feel it pulsing throughout our entire body, sexual energies are very, very weak compared to a heartgasm or a braingasm. Really weak. So when you get out of that prison, you get back into your body, out of your head, into your heart, you can simultaneously perceive reality through every part of your body same time. Everything. It's almost like you could take your head, right, where most people are focused. We see, we smell, we eat, we hear, and you could just almost like drop your head into your heart or into your solar plexus so that you're literally conscious of what it's like in that part of your body. So you are bringing your attention, your energy, and you are existing in a part of your body that maybe didn't get so much attention like the other parts. So wherever you are, just totally relax. Don't even think about what I just said. Just make a decision to feel completely calm throughout every part of your body. The chair, the couch, the bed, whatever it is that you are on, it has got you. It is completely holding your body weight wherever it is so that you can begin to start feeling the energy that you are, the life force energy that you really are. We don't need to feel gravity, the effects of gravity on our entire body. Just standing and walking is pretty much sustaining the gravitational pull that our organs experience. And we don't have to do any of that right now. And so you're totally relaxed. You're trusting where you are. You feel safe. And you can begin to take your awareness, let it go from the front of your head. Just literally let this bioenergy that you are, just let yourself explore your body with what you really are. Because every single bit of everything that all of us experience every day is created by this energy. And without even knowing it, we create our own little prisons. Some who are paying attention and can really see through the veil know how to create their own sanctuaries. And that is entirely possible. And it can happen quick. The more we allow ourselves to perceive ourselves as we think we are, that is us giving life permission to work with us more. Because think about it, all of us are this energy. Everything we do comes from it. Everything. Even big giant corporations, even all the satellites and towers and houses and roads, it all comes from that. And so when we begin to make peace with that, the enormity of witnessing a world that has used so many of the natural resources of this world to create cities, civilization, it can be a lot to take in. It can overwhelm our senses. But the more relaxed we condition ourselves to be, the better at making peace with everything we become. And when you begin to realize that stress, for the most part, is a habit, we unconsciously created over and over and over, starting from some kind of trauma, some kind of incident, however great or small. At one point, all of us experience something so intense that we kind of disconnected from our body out of the inability to know what to do with that trauma. And after the trauma passes and we move through it, our body chemistry becomes altered so that the remembrance of the intensity of that experience is literally imprinted in our body chemistry. It affects every part of our lives. And without even knowing it, we infuse our relationship to everybody, everything, everywhere with the feeling of that body chemistry having been altered. So here we are now, decades after all of us have been in this world. And we are literally taking time out of time. We are taking awareness, new awareness of something that was unconsciously imprisoned within us. And by choice alone, just like the thought of sex or intercourse, just like the thought and the feeling of what that is like, even though it's imaginary at first, if we can have that much of an effect in one part of our body, then it's easy to know that we can replicate serial or different terms of feeling, of being present with life. And the more we do that, the more we choose to really own that, just like sexual energy literally expresses itself in the ways that it does in your body, then who's to say that you can't have the same experiences in your gut, in your solar plexus, in your heart, in all the glands and tissues and fluids and energy of our body and everything in it and everything around it is made from the exact same creative life force energy that made all of us. And the more we begin to trust in this force, because we are making a conscious attempt to change our own intelligence so that we can begin to take our intelligence and align it to this innate intelligence of life force. And we can get really good at doing it. And just like a magnet, it is creating an invisible field. Just like all the different types of minerals that create radioactive sensations, they are rock that are literally creating sources of energy that are invisible. When we begin to know ourselves as this invisible and at the same time incredibly powerful creative energy, we literally take this energy that is in our body and we align our intelligence with its intelligence. And the more we do that, the better at it we become. And the better at it than we become, the more interested we find ourselves being, the more we want to practice knowing ourselves as this innate intelligence, this life force energy that allows everything to work in such a complex way, but at the same time, it makes it all work so simply. And we can do that as well. We just got to shift our common sense, make common sense more common, and from those places, we are prioritizing our currency, not our money. We are literally focusing on our currency, the current of bioelectromagnetic frequency that animates everything everywhere, no matter how great or small. That's who we are. That's what we are. And so often the pain or the stagnant energy, all these things that we go through life experiencing, they get stuck in our body, especially if we're so focused in the front part of our head, our neocortex. We're only paying attention to that one part of ourselves and how that part of ourselves interacts with the rest of the world. But we're changing that. We are freeing ourselves to move out of the prefrontal cortex of our brain and start being able to learn and feel your consciousness dwelling in your mammalian brain, in your reptilian brain, in your spinal column. Contrary to conspiracy belief systems, having your reptilian brain in harmony with your mammalian brain, and all of that in harmony with your prefrontal cortex. When all of that is working, that is coherence. When you are conscious of the interplay between every part of every organ that you are, that I am, the more we become aware of how our awareness doesn't just focus on reality through our forehead. We get to feel our attention cascading down through the top of our head. You're literally taking your attention and you're placing it wherever you want to because you are there. So you let your awareness become more aware by exercising your ability to dwell more consciously in every part of your body. So we're in our brain. We're cascading down through our spinal column, through our trachea, our voice box. We are, by choice alone, letting the energy that we are, the energy of creativity so powerful that it actually caused us to be here right now. And whether we give it attention or not, it's going to keep doing what it knows how to do, whether we are paying attention to it or not. So then what would happen if we made a conscious choice to focus more intently on feeling aware and embodied throughout your entire body? What if you could get so good at dwelling in all parts of your body that the pain, the blockages, the drama and trauma, wherever those past experiences got held up in your body, you can take your attention, you can feel your heart beat, its pulse, everywhere that you put your attention. And when you take the smile that you choose to make on your face, that is you altering your body chemistry intentionally and immediately. You could be experiencing something so horrendous, so heartbreaking. But if you have gotten good at conditioning yourself to turn on your ability to love yourself, That is you changing your body chemistry on demand. And so, what if there's other parts of your body that you're feeling, experiences of the past that you have forgotten about? And because you have forgotten about it, it just takes up a place of storage somewhere inside of your body, sometimes even around it in the energy field. And so, through a calm body, through a bright smile that you can feel in your heart as self love, as selfless love, you are exercising your ability to change your body chemistry on demand and be fully present with it, both within and around any and everything to do with you. By doing these practices, it allows everything within you to start to come back up. Past experiences that hurt so bad when they began, but that you just didn't have time to process. And so they got stuck. But now they don't have to be stuck. By changing your body chemistry, you begin to naturally push out all of these pains of the past, whether if they're emotional, physical, energy based, deeper purpose issues, all of what you are and who you think you are can all be cleansed and reinvigorated, and like the proverbial phoenix rising from the ashes, you don't have to hang on to anything. You have the ability to trust the intelligence of your body chemistry, especially when you are giving it your attention. The more you give every part of you permission to be seen by the guiding light of your own awareness, that sees everything. And if it doesn't, you just keep making a skill and it will. Just like when we were kids, take a big giant log or stick, you put it in a pond, and you spin it and you hit it, and you basically move all the stuff, silt, sediment, the rock, all the things that are in the bodies of nature exist in very similar ways to the nature of our own bodies. And when we stir all of that old stuff up, only now with the intention that we can be present with it, because we are choosing to be present in our body, all of it, every part of it, simultaneously. And with the feeling of that smile that represents you turning on your love force for life unconditionally, you are immediately changing your body chemistry in a way that is in harmony with your choice to feel those feelings of selfless love by choice alone. And this life force energy is so attentive to us. Most of us really have no idea everything that we're thinking about, everything that we're looking out into the world for. It's all always right there in your body chemistry, in your choice to stir up the murky waters of your being and allow that shift of consciousness, causing your body chemistry to be uplifted. When you get in these places and you let the past of the murky water, you let all of that stuff get stirred up, and through the light of your own awareness, meaning through the attention of you tuning into this innate intelligence with your own intention to let healing happen. That's how we change our health. And when enough of us get good at doing that together, that's how we change the world. Or it doesn't even matter. We could just spend the rest of our days learning how to love our life force unconditionally. And just being able to do that is worth thousands or millions of lifetimes where that was neglected. And back to the idea of common sense. Why would we, as these beings we are, not pay attention to the great news of what we are, and that we would rather pay attention to everything else but the source of life force that allows us to have attention to begin with? We are making common sense common. And that is a beautiful thing. It is a much needed thing. And to create these connections between you and your life force so that it all becomes interwoven with itself, and that we, with these states of being that we are cultivating, when we form friendships, partnerships, business relationship, any type of relationship that has this most immediate and amazing relationship becomes altered by it. So you are focusing on the most important relationship in your life, to you, to your life force. And then suddenly you're just finding that you're around others who are also doing that. And that is how we're building communities all over this world, all over potentially countless worlds. We don't really know, but we do know it's happening right here to us. And the more active we choose to become of this process, the more the attention that we are giving gives itself back to you. And from there, it is off. You are creating relationships that will call all the old stuff to dissipate. All of the old belief systems that keep you locked in and stuck. All the addictions to every kind of substance, including the biggest religion of all. When we choose to start to communicate with what this life force is and how it works inside of us, then it's almost like no matter what we believe, it doesn't really matter because it's coming from that place of disconnection. And that's the illusion. Everything is always connected at every level, but for a few moments, most of us have forgotten. And now even that is ending because we are doing this as communities all over the world, communities that we're building locally. This relationship to what is the most important energy there ever could be will form new ways of being. It will reveal solutions to problems that we don't even know about. It naturally provides us with every single part of everything that goes into who we think we are and what this world appears to be. And no matter how scary it gets, we trust because we are entirely the ones who are creating how connected we all actually are. So before we come out, just take a moment or two and really feel whatever it is you're feeling in your body right now. And project into your own future, whether it's in the next few minutes, few hours, few days. Let you feel the state of being that you have created here and literally project those feelings into your future and then watch what is revealed. We all have so much more support than we could ever know. And yet, the only way we're really going to get to know it is to meet it halfway. When we choose to intentionally meet our own source life force with intention, the more we demonstrate by behavior and action our choice to connect even deeper, to embody and show by example what it's like to have a body so in tune with itself that all of your everything is in coherence with your heart and everything syncopated to that heartbeat. So take that energy, project it into your future, and set yourself a reminder. Instead of always thinking first, allow yourself to feel first, and then thinking comes after that. So you feel your heartbeat. You're all through your body. Your consciousness is everywhere in your body. Smile that you create, it's in that. And you just keep reminding yourself what you already know. So slowly open your eyes, but stay really calm. And as you're in your body and you're relaxed and your eyes are a little bit open, not fully, stay in that calm zone and take your fingernails, start rubbing them together. If you need to see, you can look at what I'm doing. So you're rubbing them together, not so it hurts or anything, just enough so it's creating friction. And that's stimulating all the silica, everything that's in your nails. And then when you feel like you've created a good energy flow inside of your fingernails, take your fingers and start tapping them from the top of your forehead down throughout as many points on your face as you can tap. Because our hands, our feet, and our face all have connections to every organ, gland, fluid, every major organ of our body has points in the face, the hands, and the feet. And please like, love, share, help us get the word out there. The 100th monkey gets a free ticket. And thank you, everybody. Greg, thank you.
Thank you, everyone. And we will see you same bat time next week on Tuesday. Everyone, have a great week.
Thank you. You too.